Oracle Fusion Balance Forward Billing in Oracle Cloud Receivables. Welcome everyone. In this video I will talk about these features in Oracle Cloud Receivables. First of all, what is the balance forward billing cycle? Balance forward billing cycle determines day, week or months of the year to generate balance forward bills and the customers and customer transactions to include in a balance forward bill. Use balance forward billing to consolidate the open transactions belonging to either customer account or customer site into a single bill that you send on a regular basis, instead of sending separate invoices for each individual transaction. A balance forward bill contains beginning balance or the balance carried over from the last billing period, itemized the list of current charges and activities such as invoices, credit memo, debit memo, adjustment, blah blah blah, in either summary or detail. All of these options you will see it later when we go to set up the feature. Also, it includes or contains payment received during the last billing period and the current total outstanding balance. Note, you cannot update transactions that are included on a balance forward bill. After you set up all setup steps, all the required steps to run the balance forward billing, the system will select a lot of transactions depends on some criteria like customer site, customer account, payment term, billing cycle, and so on. So once the system included or collect all of these transactions, you cannot update any transactions in these forward billing cycles. Regardless of the setting of allow change to printed transactions, the receivable system options, there is one option in receivable system options as a checkbox is allow change to printed transactions. Receivable considers inclusion on a balance forward bill to a transaction activity, and therefore you cannot update transactions once it has activity against it. Activity here is selected in our balance forward billing cycle. Consideration for balance forward billing include balance forward bill details, balance forward billing cycles, bill consolidation at account or site, balance forward billing number. Again, all of this you will see it later when we go to make configuration. You assign balance forward billing cycle to a payment term. First of thing, you have to define billing cycles, then define payment term, and during define the payment term you will assign this balance forward billing cycle to payment term, and then assign this balance forward billing payment term to your customer accounts and sites. When you run create balance forward, after you complete the setup, you will go to run specific ESS process from schedule processes is create balance forward bill process. You are required to select a lot of parameters like balance forward billing cycle. The create balance forward bill process selects all payment term assigned this balance forward billing cycle, and then select all customers and customer transaction assigned this payment term. Again, you will see it later what does it mean. A run of create balance forward bill process include all transactions not included on a previous balance forward bill assigned, the payment term with selected billing cycle or subset of this payment term as determined by the other process parameters. During create or run the ESS process create balance forward bill, it will included sum of transactions. Again, if you run it one more time, it will select another transactions which is not included in the first or the previous balance forward bill assigned. Now, setup steps. You have to create new balance forward billing cycles. Let's get into application, and once you log in, just go to setup and maintenance. Select your financial, and here manage balance forward billing cycles. Again, I already defined one, but in case of you need to define a new one, just click add. What is the name? First of all, that use balance forward billing cycle to generate balance forward bills either on weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, quarterly, yearly, or even daily. So here you have to enter, for example, name. Let me enter a different name. What is description? Which start date? Start date to enter to date to generate the first bill forward bill. All subsequent balance forward bills in this billing cycle are determined by the date you entered here. For example, I will enter 1st of 2024. The frequency either select daily or monthly or weekly. For example, if you select monthly, in the repeat every year, you can enter a number to indicate the monthly gap between bills. For example, if you enter 1 to send a monthly bill, in case if you enter 3 to send a quarterly bill, if you enter 6 to send a biannual bill. In the day of the month here, select the day of the month or last day of the month to send the bill. All applicable transactions with a billing date on or before the selected day of the month are included in the balance forward bill. Here there is one option. Again, if you enter here or last day or exclude Saturday, this option to exclude weekends from balance forward billing. In case if you select weekly, again in the repeat every field here, enter a number to indicate the weekly gap between bills. For example, I will enter 1. 1 means enter or send a weekly bill. In case of I enter 4 to send a bill every 4 weeks, which isn't a monthly bill. In the day of the work or the week, select the day of the week to send the weekly bill. All applicable transactions with a billing date on or before the selected day of the week are included in the balance forward bill. In case of you select daily, here in the repeat every, again you enter a number to indicate the daily gap between bills. For example, if you enter 1 to send a bill every day, if you enter 7 to send a bill once a week. Again, all applicable transactions with a billing date on or before the selected day are included in the balance forward bill. I already defined the one as a daily, as you see here. I give the name, start the date, frequency day, daily, repeat every 1 day. What does it mean? That to send a bill every day. If you put here 7, to send a bill every 7 day, and so on. This is the first step here. What is the next step? Create a new payment term. Go to again setup and maintenance, manage receivable payment term, manage receivable payment terms. Again, you have to define, for example, if you are going to define a new payment term, you will select which set, is it a common or specific related to a specific business unit, and come here to select your billing cycle. Again, if I select, for example, this, whatever the name, 30 days, description, are you going to allow discount, repayment, here, I will select the billing cycle and complete the definition of your payment term. So only you have to mention the billing cycle which you already defined in the previous step. What else? Create a new profile. For the customer, there is profile class. Either you define a new profile class or adjust or make amendment on the existing profile class. So I will go to manage receivables. I will click done. Just select the receivables and billing. Go to manage customers. Select your customers. And there are two levels, as account and site. Let me select the account. Go to down. Here again, you come here, action, correct record. As you see here, balance forward billing enabled. As we said before, what is the bill level at account or the site? If you have a lot of sites for the customers, you can make it depend on site level or account. I have only one site, so I will make a bill level at the account. What is the bill type? You need to detailed or summary or imported. Details, it gives you the consolidated amount plus the details of this amount, this transaction, blah blah blah. Summary, like a summary without any detail. Imported, I don't know, it's only imported transactions or not. Then assign the payment term. You have to assign the payment term, which is this or this or whatever. For this B30, we said first you define billing cycle, then you define payment term and assign the billing cycle to payment term. Here, once you enable and select whatever the bill level and the bill type, you have to assign also the payment term. This is whatever the updates you have to make on the existing customers or a new customer. Then if you have a lot of sites, again you can go to the sites and do the same, whatever you entered. Again, action, correct record, balance forward billing enable, the same, what's the payment term, everything you did in account level, you can come here to make it a site. Cancel. What else? That you may either create a new profile class and enable BFB, balance forward billing, for the existing profile class to which customer, as we did before. Go to customers, attach and enter, and now you have to either define a new payment term, a new transaction, and assign the payment term you defined in these transactions, or you already before have a lot of transaction already created before with a specific payment term, and you just assign the payment term to this billing cycle. So either you define a new payment term, so once if you define a new payment term, you have to make some transactions and assign the same payment term to this transaction. And for example, I will click done. I will go to create transactions. I defined before one payment term, right? So if this payment term is assigned to any transaction before or not. If not, you have to create some transactions and come here to payment term and select your payment term. Sorry. Let me select the business unit and the source, manual, and the dates, customer, and here transaction type and customer. Here, once I selected the customers, I assign the payment term there, right? This is the payment term. So you have at least 1 or 3 or whatever number of invoices assigned to your payment term, which is assigned to customers, which is assigned to our BFB, billing forward or balance forward billing. That's it. In case of you already have immediate payment term and this immediate is already defined before, you just go to immediate payment term and assign the billing cycle. For example, I will click cancel, try to update the current payment term, setup and maintenance, manage receivable, Arabic, manage receivables payment term, for example immediate, this one. Here, as you see, you cannot update the billing, so from the beginning you just define a new one and assign the billing cycle. Okay, so what else? That's it. Now you will go to create the balance forward billing for your customers. After you define all of these and create some transactions which is related to the payment term and assign the billing cycles and the payment term to the customers and select bill level, either account or site, and the type. So now you can go to create. First of all, go to monitor and just from tools, schedule a new process. Schedule a new process, just create balance forward, create balance forward bills, generate balance forward bills. You can use a draft or final. Just click OK. You will find some parameters. First of all, which generate bill? Are you going to print final or draft future balance? Draft future balance for the future. Final, this is a finals without any. Once you print the final balance, you cannot update anything. A draft is a draft. You just first run it a draft to check all the transactions, then you can confirm to print the final balance. So I will select draft. Which business unit you assign this balance, billing cycle, payment term, customers, print out. Are you going to print output or not? I will click yes. What is the billing cycle? You will select the billing cycle you define. Billing date, you can define the billing date or not. This is optional. What is currency? Select your currency and you can select the customers from to the same customers, or you will keep it null to select all customers which is assigned to these billing cycles and this business unit. That's it. Submit, make OK and refresh. System now it will collect all transactions which is related to this payment term and this billing cycle to these customers during this period. This period we put there the 1st January of 2024. So from this date until now, system will collect all transactions to consolidate it as a one balance. We select the option as a detail. Detail means it must give me the total amount plus the details of this total amount, this transaction, blah blah blah. As you see here, there is one print detail balance forward bills sub-process is running now. It must be both is succeeded. Once it's succeeded, you can check the output, and if you confirm, you will run a new process as a confirm balance forward billing. Just make refresh. Now both is succeeded. Just go to sub process and go to output down, click on output, just download it and open it. Here this is a version or a mail. What is your customers bill site, bill to 7 of August. What is the due date? 6/9. Billing amount due is this is the amount due. Ending balance is this. How many credits, how many payment, how many previous balance, what is adjustment, what is the current charges, tax, blah blah blah. Because if we select the detail, so here is the detail. Date, type, description. Down, go to down. This is all of this credit memo, and this is description, amount, date, number. If you go to down, you will find transaction number, what is the amount, transaction number, amount, blah blah blah. This is as a draft. In case of you select summary, because we said either detail or summary, now this is detail. If you select a summary, it will just give you a summary without these details. Okay, now once you confirm it that the draft is okay and everything is done, you just go to schedule new process and select another one is confirm. Confirm means that you confirm it that this is balance or is okay. Just click confirm. Okay, and some parameters also, which business unit, the same business unit. What is the confirm options? Are you accept the draft? The previous you run the draft. Are you going to accept it or reject it? Rejected means that once you reject the draft balance, again you make some adjustments, you can cancel some transactions, change the date, whatever, and again come to create balance forward as a draft one more time to check again the output and come again here to confirm. Once you accept, you just select your accept and also select your customer, blah blah blah, and make your submit. For example, I will select one. Either you reject or accept. That's it, and make your submit. Okay. In case of the draft didn't pick or didn't select any transactions, you have to again check your setup. Check that the payment term is defined, billing cycle is defined, billing cycle is attached or mentioned in your payment term definitions. All of this is the customer level is updated by the billing cycle and the payment term, and it checks the transaction. Is there some transactions is assigned to this payment term or not? As you see here, payment for balance forward bill is confirmed. So the next time when you select or create a new balance forward bills, the system will not select the previous transactions which is included in this one. This is our billing or balance forward billing cycle. I hope now to got some or the concept of these features. Thanks for watching.